Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin, and get ready because you're about to get an overdose of cringe. We're gonna watch an Irish dating show. The thing to know about Irish TV is every show is cringe. Somehow everything is just, it just makes you go, me included by the way. I am involved in that. I will make you go, alright. Let's jump in.
Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin and today we're doing something a bit different. So you may have heard that there is a bot that rewrote a chapter of Harry Potter. I know we're all itching for more Harry Potter literature, and since J.K. Rowling point blank refuses to acknowledge my requests for my Gary's Mod series to be made canon, I guess this will have to do. So we're going to read it today and see what we think. So we're jumping right in at chapter 13. We've skipped the other chapters, they're not necessary. This is called The Handsome One. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was full of blood. It's like an afterthought. They just mention it afterwards, like, oh, by the way, also the sky was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture. That's just normal for Hagrid. There's nothing out of ordinary there. Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. He's quite away with words. This is my first time reading this, by the way, so this is actually absurd to me too. Don't worry, it's not just you.
I apologize, I couldn't get this in better quality, by the way. I really tried, but Irish TV is just bad. Alright, so it's not really available. Even the host, he's like, but in reality, you know there was just silence. Oh, here come the girls. Okay, so the idea is they get, I don't know, a few dozen girls and they're all at a button, and then, you know, they hit the button if they don't want the guy, and if the guy doesn't want the girl, they go up and hit the button. It's gonna be incredibly awkward.
Oh, that is music to my ears.
Is it? It sounded like they were being held at gunpoint.
You know, I'm very particular about what goes, my saddle goes near and what I
put between your legs. Okay, well, I get it.
What? What was that? They were talking about horse riding and then he just drops that in there. Oh, we're only 3 minutes in and I'm already overdosed on cringe. Okay, here comes the first man. This is gonna surprise you.
Don't forget to listen to the music our boys walk onto, because they chose those tunes themselves. And if you're ready, so am I. Let's bring on the boys!
No, I lied to you. I have a little bit too much dignity to go on this show. Anyway, and that's exactly what happened here. I'm on there. I'm injured. I can't record today. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hold on. It's not focusing, but I assure you there is a semi-visible mark from me hitting my hand there. So if you could like and subscribe, it would just make me feel a lot better. I'm on the Irish Dragon's Den YouTube channel, and I'm just seeing their thumbnail is so much better than mine. Look how dramatic this is. And some of them are really weird. Like, look at this one. Look at his face. Satan has sent me to steal your invention. This reaction. Oh my god, their faces. Oh god, look at this. Whatever this invention is, I am assuming it causes instant orgasm. Well, I'm convinced. Let's join their journey.
And we're going after a legendary Bigfoot, the Cherokee Devil.
I wasn't actually aware there was multiple Bigfoots, but this one looks scary. In fact, I think this might have been the one I was hunting too.
And I'll tell you one thing the Cherokee spoke of most of all that worries me is he can read your thoughts.
Oh no, he can read our thoughts as well. It's combining the worst two fears of my life. Someone knowing what's going on in here, and, well, Bigfoot, of course.
He went to the bathroom the other night and threw up. His standing crane looked like a wounded pigeon.
Oh, they're having a great time. By the way, I know I have a lot of American viewers, and I'm gonna assume every single one of you is exactly like these people. Because this is me learning about America. And no sarcasm at all. It's coming across really well. I actually really like them so far. They seem great.
They usually don't wear any underwear. I've been trying.
Oh my god, that uncomfortable smile after he said that. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. It's like, Kevin, it's time for your school photo. Okay. Why are they doing this to her? No, stop it. That's gonna haunt her. It's gonna keep her awake at night. That's the sort of thing kids put up on like their TikToks or their Instagrams. But at least that's their own doing. These people set them up for future embarrassment. That's mean.
Don't go near my bag.
She's just robbing her mom right in front of her and she can't stop her.
Give me your money.
You're getting mugged by your daughter.
Which got really out of hand, and there were like 7 police.
Wait, you're recording this. They're underage drinking. Stop them. Who is the cameraman? Why aren't you intervening?
You can write a few letters if you feel like it, you know?
No, I'm not going to have time.
Yeah?
I'm not going to have time to write any letters. And I'm probably not going to call you either.
That was so unnecessary. That was so stupid. She's the nicest woman ever.
Probably not going to call you.
And then you can just see his eye kind of go over to the camera and he's like, oh, and I'm not going to call you guys either. I don't need parents.
If they make me do something I don't want to do, I'll stand up for myself and I won't take it.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you get to Ireland. Harry. Oh, I know you're doing it to him too. This is so unfair. He kind of deserves it though.
Mum that makes me the angriest out of anyone.
Yeah, she asked me to write a letter once. I was furious. Once again, cameraman. Do something! Don't just let them underage drink. Stop them. You were complicit in this, cameraman, and you set them up with those stupid cool intros. Cameraman's a dick. No, not you. Come back. Come back. Alright, thank you. I want to hear from Mr. Pickens over here. He's not spoken once. This is how he went mad, isn't it? She's super cool with an attitude like that, where the point of human contact with your parents makes you scream.
I tried to hug and kiss me, I just palmed her in the face.
Radical. I just hope I don't get sued by the entire nation of Ireland for stealing all their TV and uploading it to YouTube. But let's not think about that for now. Let's watch 2 middle-aged men ride into a nice song on bicycles. Oh, I feel upbeat. I can almost see them through the pixels. Okay, it's fixed. So these are our main characters. You probably can't see them right now because they're in camouflage, but you'll see them soon. Okay, that's cultural appropriation. Maybe I should skip the little intro.
Now, this is a first, Emily. The 2 Brennan brothers in the bed with you.
Skip! Skip! Oh my god, look at that house! That's the house they're gonna be doing up? It's amazing!
It's actually the house where the devil appeared and played cards.
Okay, that's not as amazing. What? Wait, can we look into this? Can you not just brush over that? It's like, my house is actually quite famous because it's the exact house that the devil appeared and was playing cards in. Anyway, let's go. You can't just gloss over that. We gotta know more. Oh my god, there's a lot of info on this. Let's see, ghost stories. Okay. On the Irish TV show At Your Service, the devil was discovered and released from his earthly chains. No, I made that up. Sorry. Just wanted it to be more exciting than it actually is. During a storm, a ship unexpectedly arrived at the Hook Peninsula, where the mansion was located. A young man was welcomed into the mansion, and the young man became very close. But one night, the family and the mysterious man were in the game room playing cards. In the game, each player received 3 cards, apart from Anne, who was only dealt 2 by the mystery man. A butler serving the Tottenham family at the table was just about to question the man when Anne bent down to pick another card from the floor, which she must have dropped. It is said that when Anne bent over to pick up the card, she looked beneath the table to see that the mysterious man had a cloven foot. I was expecting this to be a bit more scary. It was then that Anne stood up and said to the man, "You have a cloven foot," and the man went up through the roof, leaving behind a large hole in the ceiling. What was that story? Babies. Alright, let's go watch some Irish news.
Last Saturday, Mikey Joe O'Shea brought his flock of Scotch sheep down from the mountain commonage ahead of lambing. Mikey is convinced over 45 sheep have been stolen.
Well, there was 45 sheep missing, Mike, and the lambs, and wasn't the sheep that's come.
You see what I mean? You see, this is the problem with other countries. They're trying to report on sad stuff and like current affairs and politics. If you just talk about feckin' sheep, well, hold on. Let's not talk about feckin' sheep, alright? Don't quote me on that. I'm talking about if we just talk about sheep. Everyone can get behind that. And I don't mean the sheep. Stop thinking that way. Get your mind out of the gutter. Let's see what else he has to say. I'm going to translate in real time for you.
It's count out a nice bit of money, Mike.
I'll translate the next part. He's even lost me there. Hold on, let's try that again. From the top, let's go.
45 sheep missing, Mike, and the lambs, and wasn't the sheep that's count out a nice bit of money, Mike. Be done about it, nothing.
I think he's saying it's a nice bit of money and you can't do anything about it, I think. Alright, I'll do the rest. I'll translate the rest. Nice day, isn't it, my son? I've honestly lost him. What does Google have to say about this? Okay, I don't think Google knows either, but it's a better guess than me, honestly. I'm kind of impressed.
Come back, come back, come back.
Look, don't say come back to them. If I can't understand you, the sheep sure as hell can't understand you. Don't talk to them.
In the meantime, one of the farmers is offering a €2,000 reward for any information leading to the return of his sheep.
Let's go get those sheep, guys. That's good money if we split it between all 2 million of us.
Sean McAteehig, RTE News.
I'm very curious if you can understand the presenter, because I find his accent very easy to understand. It's the farmer I'm struggling with. Do let me know if you can understand people. 2 farmers in County Kerry, Mickey Joe O'Shea and Richie Griffin, have lost over 45 sheep. They have the thickest Kerry accent imaginable. See if you can decipher what they're saying. Why are you making fun of them? What is this channel? Jesus Christ, I cannot resist clicking on that one. Look at it. It's terrifying. Students pitch Hickman line. Covers help children with discomfort. Okay, first of all, does that even make sense? And second of all, that thing is not gonna help.
The lines which the girls' covers are designed to house are used for the administration of important medicine. Gavin wants to know more about how the covers work.
Oh, okay. No, this is actually a good idea, actually. But why is the dummy so feckin' terrifying?
Oh yeah? How much?
Sorry, but it's just like... that was like the British version, or like any other version. It would have been like, this is a great thing you're doing. I absolutely love it. Can I just get down into the business side of things? Can we discuss like the cost price and what you expect to sell them for and what your gross profit is? The Irish one is just like, how much?
Individual packaging, so the parents know that they haven't been used before and that they are clean.
Yeah, no, that was a concern. So I mean, you've done all that. That's fantastic.
I just get the feeling like when they're talking, like the dragons I'm talking about here, the 5 rich people who are sitting down with their stacks of money judging these people. I just have a feeling they don't know what they're talking about and they're trying to bluff their way through it a bit.
Yeah.
What do you want to use the 2,000 for?
A sewing machine would be the main aim that we would like.
How much are they looking for?
What do you want to use the 2,000 for?
2,000? Is that all they're asking for? Okay, they don't say it at the start. The show is probably like they're asking for so little, this will look really bad if we actually say it. So I'm curious how much, because if they are just looking for 2,000, this is ridiculous. Like, you're a fucking multi-millionaires and these 2 young girls are trying to make a difference. Just give it to them. Captions look like this, so okay, thanks. I don't know how I did that.
Girls, I think what you've done is really thoughtful and inspirational. For me, just I think that it's not scalable enough, and I'm going to declare myself out.
It's not scalable enough for her, apparently. 2K is too much for her, even though she's got like 50 on the desk in front of her.
I think what you're doing is very good, and I would like to make you an offer.
Yes! Good man!
Those charities, I think that is the route that you should go, and I think they would adopt you.
Oh my god, he's gonna adopt them. This is turning out even better than expected. But I think it's the time that he's investing, so big respect to him. He's our favourite one, whatever his name is. We're gonna call him Beardy. I need a more Irish thing. I want to see a farmer.
Cahill and I'm from Kildare.
Oh god. Shout it at them, I like that. Don't talk to them, talk at them. Ah, Jesus, he lost 2 already. Is that the way he talked? Is that it? Oh god, I can just feel the, like, what do I do with my hands, you know? You can tell he doesn't know.
I don't know, not for me, sorry.
No worries.
It's the most Irish thing ever. It's like, you're not for me. No bother.
Linda, what do you think? Lights on.
Like he has his own leather jacket that'd work for the bike, so...
Imagine that! It's like, what do you think? How about you compliment it? Gee, oh, he has a jacket. Oh, that would hurt.
Cahill, what will the girls think after they take a look at this?
Oh no, he's prepared something, a video.
I'll be very good with the ladies. Girl casting is brilliant.
Oh, they're all going. Oh, they're all going. They hated that picture.
Yeah, he has no real shame, and he doesn't leave much.
Oh no! His friends are trying to be like wingmen for him, and it's having the opposite effect. Oh no, Cahill, this is a disaster. What are we gonna do, Cahill?
It's really creative, had the beer box protecting his head. I know it's tough in oxygen with the sun and all that.
Oh yeah, of course, you need protection.
But wasn't keen on all the girls.
Sun protection!
Dirty.
I like that someone called him out. She was just like, oh yeah, making a joke about that he'd a box over his head like a beer box. Like, oh yeah, protection from the sun. He took it in a dirty way, because of course that's his job. And then she hits him with the...
Dirty.
You weren't
the little laugh. and everything.
Well, obviously he's not getting enough ladies if he's appearing on Take Me Out.
I'm never satisfied.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, why would you say that?
And it looks like good crack as well.
Good crack. All right, nice one.
I should clarify that. Good crack means like good fun. Just so you're aware. They're not like, oh, he's a good crack. Because that sounds wrong.
Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds towards the castle. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family. Some would call it a plot hole, I call it genius. You know, I'm beginning to understand why, like, Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk have been saying AI is the danger. Now I understand. Like, this is what it goes to immediately. It reads a nice wholesome book like Harry Potter. It's like, oh, that child should eat the other's family. Ron's shirt was just as bad as Ron himself. So I'm taking it as Ron was wearing a Ron merchandise shirt or something similar. And that was just as bad as Ron himself. Just in case you didn't understand that line, I just wanted to flesh it out for you. I'll try and do voices. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive. Confessed the reasonable Hermione. I don't know, I mean, she doesn't seem reasonable. She's already threatening to get aggressive if they don't clump happily. And I very rarely clump happily, to be honest. It's difficult to clump and be happy. It's just one of those things. I mean, this book is deep, man. It's really making me think. Thinking about clump. I don't know what clump means. What? What about Ron magic offered Ron? It's like you're facing Voldemort and you just can't beat him and he's off the sidelines like, have you tried Ron magic? No, Ron magic is never helpful. Ever. To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds.
Jesus Christ, I cannot resist clicking on that one. Look at it. It's terrifying. Students pitch Hickman line. Covers help children with discomfort. Okay, first of all, does that even make sense? And second of all, that thing is not gonna help.
The lines which the girls' covers are designed to house are used for the administration of important medicine. Gavin wants to know more about how the covers work.
Oh, okay. No, this is actually a good idea, actually. But why is the dummy so feckin' terrifying?
Oh, yeah? How much?
Sorry, but it's just like... that was like the British version or like any other version. It would have been like, this is a great thing you're doing. I absolutely love it. Can I just get down into the business side of things? And can we discuss like the cost price and what you expect to sell them for and what your gross profit is? The Irish one is just like, how much?
Individual packaging, so the parents know that they haven't been used before and that they are clean.
Yeah, no, that was a concern. So, I mean, you've done all that. That's fantastic.
I just get the feeling like when they're talking, like the dragons I'm talking about here, the 5 rich people who are sitting down with their stacks of money judging these people. I just have a feeling they don't know what they're talking about and they're trying to bluff their way through it a bit.
Yeah.
What do you want to use the 2,000 for?
A sewing machine would be the main aim that we would like.
How much are they looking for?
What do you want to use the 2,000 for?
2,000? Is that all they're asking for? Okay, they don't say it at the start. The show is probably like they're asking for so little, this will look really bad if we actually say it. So I'm curious how much, because if they are just looking for 2,000, this is ridiculous. Like, you're a fucking multi-millionaires and these 2 young girls are trying to make a difference. Just give it to them. Captions look like this. So, okay, thanks. I don't know how I did that.
Girls, I think what you've done is really thoughtful and inspirational. For me, just I think that it's not scalable enough, and I'm going to declare myself out.
It's not scalable enough for her, apparently. 2K is too much for her, even though she's got like 50 on the desk in front of her.
I think what you're doing is very good, and I would like to make you an offer.
Yes! Good man!
Those charities. I think that is the route that you should go, and I think they would adopt you.
Oh my god, he's going to adopt them. This is turning out even better than expected. But I think it's the time that he's investing, so big respect to him. He's our favourite one, whatever his name is. We're going to call him Beardy. Oh, they're sending him to Cork! Fantastic, we'll take care of him.
The traditional family, big on old Catholic values.
Oh, very good. Mary's going to slaughter him. I could see it in her eyes.
The rules are quite straightforward. They're the 10 Commandments.
Oh, John is not going to take any shit from them.
These are okay. There's no artificial colourings.
Oh god, the other 2 are not going to fit in with their kids at all. Do a cool intro for these kids. They deserve it. Like in a nice way, not a mean way.
Prince!
Oh, I thought they were going feeding the other kids outside. You have to earn your place in the house.
Once, I just said, damn it.
Anyway, my parents got so angry with me and they said you have to go outside and eat your dinner with the dogs because you're speaking like an animal.
They made her eat outside because she said, fucking hell, I gotta be careful. If John and Mary see me watching this, and I've already swore, oh, I'm so screwed.
There is no such thing as a bad child. You need rules, you need guidelines.
He stole that out of Pokemon.
There is no such thing as a bad child.
John isn't as good as he seems, I think.
I reckon for this family to try and change me, they're gonna have to try pretty fucking hard.
Dude, you're gonna be eating with the dogs with words like that. I like how they didn't bleep the swear word, by the way, but they blurred his mouth. That's the important part. You don't want the deaf people lip reading that sort of thing.
Wipe that down your pants.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They're not gonna frisk you.
What? Okay. He's hiding bottles in his pants. John's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Welcome to our house. Thank you. Go on ahead.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to give you a quick frisk to see if you've any bottles in your old pantaloons. Beat him over the head with it, probably.
So, Liz, we come down here because we heard you had an encounter with the Cherokee devil, the Sukaloo.
I am not.
Wait, she actually saw the Cherokee devil? The Sukaloo, Bigfoot of North Carolina. God, I'm sucking in a lot more information than I thought I was.
And it stood real tall, but what I really noticed was the eyes.
Oh no, oh no, she's freaking me out. Okay, I gotta get more prepared for this. I can't do this. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I feel better now. I'm hidden.
Once you've seen it, you have no recollection of anything that happened until you was on the interstate?
No recollection, nothing.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be lying. I shouldn't be laughing because that sounds traumatic. I'm just thinking if that happened to me, like I blacked out and I ended up way down the road from where I was. I'd probably go to the doctor and not just go, must have been Bigfoot. Maybe she did go to the doctor and she described that and then he was like, oh my God, it must have been Bigfoot. I got my license online. It was just a PDF. I typed in my name and printed it off.
We're gonna get some damn answers. I want to thank you, darling.
All right, it was great meeting you. Anyway, now we're gonna leave you alone in this forest where Bigfoot took over your mind and made you walk down to the river. Good luck.
And we're in here tonight to figure that out. You all ready to go after this son of a bitch? Let's go get a devil.
Oh, I like that. Like, there is no talking to the Bigfoot feller. They're gonna shoot him. Seems a bit mean, just because he's big feet. Like, I have big feet. Oh my God, they're coming after me.
Control our minds. This will be beyond a doubt the most dangerous Bigfoot.
Also, if they're saying that he can control their minds, guns might be a bad idea.
We just came across what I call honeysuckle domes. It's huge domes of honeysuckle. They're a perfect nest for this Bigfoot.
How does he know that? Look, they know way more than me. I'm not gonna make fun of them.
Buck's gone.
Oh, sweet Jesus, he's been kidnapped by the Bigfoot. Why would they split up? Have you watched Scooby-Doo? This is a bad idea. That's a zoinks from me.
Buck!
Oh no. Oh wait, can I see that again? That was such a faceplant.
Buck!
No. God, like that, regardless if this show is like scripted or not, that was a full-on faceplant. That is either severe commitment or it just was an accident. That is Oscar worthy. That's like, you know, when Leonardo DiCaprio broke the glass and he continued the scene anyway, even though he's bleeding. That's like that.
Death Eaters are on top of the castle, Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's just, you couldn't even make this up. I've written bad stories, like intentionally bad stories, and they are nowhere near as good as this. Maybe I'll read you one sometime. I've done them before, but who knows? We could do a dramatic reading of that. He wasn't proud of that, but it was going to be hard to not have spiders all over his body after all is said and done. I mean, it's true. It's. I can't see any other way the story could go right now. Look, said Hermione, obviously there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. The three complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door to the castle roof. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing. Ron looked at the doorknob and then looked at Hermione with searing pain. I think it's closed, he noticed. Oh, I need the whole book. I could read the whole book like this. Locked, said Mr. Staircase, the shabby-robed ghost. They looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was, and asking it to be replaced with a small orb. The password was Beef Woman, Hermione said. Or sorry, Hermione cried. Yeah, I mean, you gotta really urgently tell everyone that information. I mean, it's important that everyone know that the password is in fact beef women. The problem is, now that I've said that, I've got to go change the password to my YouTube account, and my email, and my PayPal, and all of my banking passwords. I just hate that they happened to say the password in this book. I really thought beef women was an uncrackable password.
Irish farmer eats raw sausages. Oh, I'm interested. I regret everything. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. This whole video was a mistake. I can tell already. And like, I'm 100% Irish, proven by my DNA video. If I'm 100%, what are these people? 200%? 300%? Oh, I think I found his sheep and goats. €2,000 for me. Where are they?
Around 22 wild goats had originally occupied
22. He's missing 45. Okay, we found half of them. That's still €1,000.
But in recent months, they've multiplied in numbers, roaming the roads unsupervised, causing hazards for businesses and roads.
It's like, if this was without the video and you were like, okay, this is in America, you'd be talking like gangland violence or something like that. And then you cut into the video and you're like, no, wait, it's actually goats. Like, listen to this without the video.
But in recent months, they've multiplied in numbers, roaming the roads unsupervised,
You think it's some dangerous teen gang or something.
The main concern we have is health and safety, because they're now...
Like, it is hilarious, but she actually has a point, because it is dangerous to have these things running around the roads. Like, I have genuinely been in a position where when I was young, I was at home alone, and then I look out the window and just cows were surrounding the house, and I'm like, what do I do? I was just trapped in the house with cows surrounding me at every angle.
An appeal has now been made to help find a permanent home for the group as a long-term...
Give him to the guy in Kerry! If you can manage to actually have a conversation with him. Why did they bring in the dog warden for goats? That's like me. I like call up animal control and it's like, yeah, we got so many dogs out here on the road. And then they show up and there's just goats everywhere. Like, these are funny looking dogs.
Clare County Council is exploring options for the safe removal and relocation of the animals. In the meantime,
I don't understand, like, won't the farmers adopt them? Like, wouldn't they have a use for goats? Put up a little sign saying free goats and just leave people take. No, dude! You two were meant to be! I'm getting too invested in this. Oh, he's gonna make his choice. He's gotta pick one. Who's he gonna pick? Look at that other girl defending like, you're not pushing this button. You think you can get through me? God, this woman just came in to replace the other woman. She's probably disappointed. She's like, I get to be on TV for a few weeks, but she immediately gets removed from the show. I mean, she's probably happy to find her forever partner, I mean, is what I meant to say.
Lads, for your date tonight, you're going somewhere that combines both worlds. That's Pound World and Carpet World.
What?
You're going to Shifters!
What? Oh my god, this show. Oh, look at him, he's looking back. He's trying to get back on the show.
The research that you've done and how you picked these 6 genes.
If you walk into a bar and there's 100 girls in it, you don't have to be told the 99 ones you don't like. You know the one that you do like.
What? What is he talking about? I don't understand. Is he saying that, like, he goes into a field and he can immediately spot the cow that he really likes? Is that what he's saying? Like, out of 100 cows, he'll go like, that one takes my fancy? Or, you know, I'm not going to question him. Like, sorry for interrupting. Keep going.
If I see an animal I like, the next thing I do...
Okay, stop. Just stop, okay? Just move on to the next part, okay?
Can you strip it back for me, Jude, okay?
Why do you keep saying stuff like this? Stop it.
Inseminates into his cow to get her pregnant and hopefully produce a genetically superior offspring.
The dragons are like, this sounds a bit weird.
For smuggling drugs.
Oh, she is searching them now. Should have started doing that from day one. They wouldn't have got alcohol into your home.
Harry!
Oh god, what have you found on Harry?
Please.
That's the paddling. Wait, he's running away? Harry, this is Ireland. There's nowhere to go. There's only fields. Once again, the cameraman just follows him, ditching school.
For God's sake.
Mary's on the prowl. She's gotten word. That cameraman snitched for sure.
I don't know. What if I can't find him at all?
Well, I mean, just ring the cameraman.
Ridiculous, really. It's ridiculous.
This is ridiculous, Mary. You're right.
I'm looking for a 15-year-old boy, blonde hair, green uniform, St. Aidan's. See where the bank came.
He's gonna phone the police. There's some woman there looking for a 15-year-old boy. Sure, ain't that illegal? Oh my god, I thought that was Mary coming in the car behind him. Gonna hit and run him. Next time, stay in school.
He'll have to deal with more than just disappointment with these parents.
God, what are they gonna do to him? Is the death penalty legal in Cork?
But if that wasn't enough, Mary's just discovered the bottle of wine Emily stashed under the mat.
Oh no, and Emily was just getting on their good side. Sorry, I'll give you my full attention now, Mary. She'd be furious if she saw me on my phone.
It's ridiculous. You know there's rules in this country about alcohol.
I'm going to have to turn you in, Emily. Emily's just straight to the police.
I want you to learn from this week and learn that you don't need crutches like this to keep you going, love.
I don't think she's using it as a crutch. She's like 16. This is not a typical Irish family. A typical Irish family would not pour alcohol down the drain.
Maybe they just want to have a shower and just think.
Jesus, cameraman, leave her alone. She's going to the shower.
John isn't the only one ready to see a change in Harry. His mum, Julie, has written him a letter.
Why did she bother? She knows he's not gonna write back. Probably won't even call her.
Probably not gonna call you either. How art thou, our dearest Harry?
What the hell? His mom is great.
Dad and I want for nothing more than for you to be happy.
She's so nice. I wonder what her husband is like. I think he's legitimately not said a word. Oh, he's gonna say something? Oh no, he changed his mind. There's something right on the cusp of his lips about to come out. And then he said no. Maybe later.
See you soon, my hazard kid.
Oh, that's dramatic. Look at that. It's really sinking in. Oh my god, it's worked.
I don't think of myself as a horrible person.
Maybe they just need to communicate in letters from now on. It's like a fucking Disney movie or something. Like one instance just changes the entire character.
She's telling the truth that she did drink it on the way over here and didn't drink it while she was here.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. If you've asked her about it, if she said that is the case, well then we believe her.
Well, that's very mature. I thought they were just going to beat the shit out of her, to be honest. Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. If I can't see him, he can't see me. Oh god, this is amazing. This is just brilliant. I love it. It's probably my favourite Harry Potter book. I'm not even lying. Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. Yeah, that's because just one sentence ago, he threw his eyeballs in the forest. Voldemort, you're a very bad and mean wizard. Harry, you need to calm down. Alright, there's no need to get that aggressive. There's no need for insults. He just wants to take away your magic, okay? It's just his job. Don't get mad at him. Oh, and he said that savagely as well, by the way, just so you know. Savagely! Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance. So Hermione dipped his face in mud. That is warranted, to be fair. To be honest, it was frankly rude. He probably should have wore his Ron merchandise shirt. That would have been way better for the occasion. But then again, they snuck in on their meeting. So, I mean, he thought he was in a private zone with friends, you know. Ron threw a wand at Voldemort and everyone applauded. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. So he threw it at him for no reason and then awkwardly went over to pick it up again. Seems something Ron would do. That, my friends, is Ron magic. Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry, as he reluctantly reached for his. That just kind of leaves it up in the air. That's kind of a cliffhanger for now. He reached for his, but what could it have been? I'm voting for his eyeballs that are out in the forest at the moment. They cast a spell or two, and jets of green light shot out of the Death Eater's heads. Ron flinched. What a scaredy cat. I wouldn't do that if green shot out of someone's head. I just accept it, you know, for what it is. I'm pretty badass, alright? I wouldn't react. I'd be fine. Not so handsome now, thought Harry, as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. She needed a bit of flavour in this story, to be honest. She's not really adding much. The Death Eaters were dead now, for some reason, I don't know. And Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. Well, he just dipped her in hot sauce, so I guess I can see where this is going. I feel like we missed a bit of that story, like... It was kind of ramping up. There was a beginning, a middle, and it was kind of missing the end. It was just like, they are dead. That was it.
Now it's gone. Completely disappeared.
I mean, you did just kind of throw it on the ground. There's probably another group of Bigfoot hunters who found it and went like, this moved. Oh my god, it must have been Bigfoot, and they dragged it off.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh god, a scream.
Run him down, Willie.
Yeah, run him down, Willie. They should be able to catch him, unless he's like stripped down and just greased himself up. They should be able to get a hold of him.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, is that Huck? Dude, what happened to you? What is he doing? Maybe he was playing strip poker. So he did get naked and grease himself up.
Get him! Watch out! Get the water!
Oh no, they've fallen over again.
Are you Huckleberry now? Huckleberry! I'm a wet Huckleberry!
Yeah, he's back.
The cold water must have done the trick because...
The water did the trick, even though it's raining. There's security. I didn't realize that. I was wondering what Huck did. That slogan is feckin' amazing. Success breeds success. I'd invest for that alone. He's doing the Lord's work here. Well, actually, no, he's directly against the Lord's work. He actually wants to become his own god, and he controls the genetics and what the breeding situation. You know what? This is getting pretty deep. I'm investing. I'm in. I want a part of this world you're creating. I'm gonna have like hench cows. They're gonna be feckin' massive. They're gonna be able to bench 2 other normal cows. Like, I'm sure it's a normal business, but like as a layman, it just sounds so freaking weird.
Right. Is it just you have an eye for them? Is that how it works, or?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I've inherited from my father and grandfather, you know, Dave.
Oh, that's a nice thing to inherit. Okay. I like that, like I got my height, like I'm tall from my parents, but I guess being able to spot which cow is genetically superior would have been in my top 10, to be fair. That would have been nice to have, I think.
The bull over here on the right, he's a bull called Perfect Storm. I actually spotted him when he was...
What a name! Holy shit! That is an amazing name. Why didn't my parents call me that? Perfect Storm O'Reilly. Oh man, I would have been call me Perfect Storm. Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Perfect Storm.
He's got great beef character, you know, of the breed. He's up-headed, he carries himself. He's good looking and he knows that he's...
Oh my god, that is an amazing sentence about a bull. He carries himself, he looks good and he knows it.
He's very beefy.
He's very beefy, I agree. I want to be like that bull. I want to be beefy.
He's a bull that really says, look at me.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make fun of this guy, because I'm sure this is actually a pretty good business. He's probably making a ton of money off this. Like, I know one thing, and it's farmers, shit tons of money. But like, just from an outsider perspective, there's just something hilarious about a man saying that bull looks good and he knows it.
And you say, I'd like to, you know, buy some of Perfect Storm's perfect juice.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Like, what? Oh Jesus, I'm not gonna add anything. We're just gonna keep going. There's still, I'm only like halfway through this. Okay, keep going. Talk about his perfect juice more.
Do you have a returns policy?
What? What is that kind of question? It's €40. And how can you return it if you... I think you need to learn about the bulls and the bees, mister.
But because I don't see any scalability in this business, because unless we get your juice and reproduce you all the time...
What? Why does he keep saying shit like this? I think he's actually really into it. He's weird.
Reproduce you all the time.
Why does he keep calling it juice? Just say sperm. It sounds way better, actually.
What you're doing is something different, but I don't see the science behind what you're doing, and it's also trying to get a business based on the...
Beardy is really smart. Like, he sees the flaws in this guy's business, even though, honestly, I do kind of believe him. That I think he could walk into a bar full of 100 bulls and he could find the attractive bull. I just believe him, alright? I think he's got a knack for it. But I understand where this guy's coming from. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Nobody wanted to get their hands on Jude's bull semen.
Oh god, why did you have to say it like that?
More like Ragnarok. More like Ragnarok.